Describe your father's impact to the community.
My father's impact with the community was very big, because he always looked at New Haven as home, and he looked at everybody as families. Um, the city of New Haven has always embraced my father. There's a basketball court in the neighborhood that's named after my father. There's also a street named after my father. So he's always put New Haven first in everything that he did. When he went to play high school, to playing college basketball in New Mexico State. There's people tells me the story about how he brought Dr. J, Earl Monroe, a bunch of NBA legends back when at the time they were playing for an all-star game at my high school. And my father's always, embraced New Haven and loved New Haven.
Your father's point of view. Like, tell me about your experience in terms of like what your father meant to you growing up. Obviously, you got to see him play professionally, have him come to your games. Like, what does your father's legacy and impact mean to you in terms of the effect he's had to you and on your family as well?
Well, my father played a big part, in my growing up, early teenage years, as far as, going to high school, playing basketball, going to college, picking a college at LSU. He's always given me, good advice on what he thought I should do. He never told me exactly this is what you need to do right then and there, but he says you have to start making decisions on your own and being the man that you want to be. Like I tell everybody, her funny story. I had a niece. I had some mail at one of my aunt's house, and she's like, "Why is Uncle John's mail here? Uncle John been passed away for years." And they're like, "No, that's Uncle Mo's mail." And I think my niece is like 30 something, and she never knew my name. My first name was John, because I didn't legally change my name to John, but my whole family, everybody that knows me calls me by my middle name, Maurice. And my father's like, I spoke to him when I was in high school, and I said, when you read the paper, you hear about John Williamson, and the first thing that comes up is you. I said, I want to be my own man. I want people to know me as being Maurice Williamson instead of John Williamson, the son of Super John Williamson.
Sure.
And he was like, you have to be your own man.
And people in the community looked out for you because they knew your father, correct?
Oh, definitely. There was no place I can go without somebody knowing who I was and who my father was. So if I was doing something or they looked like I was doing something, first thing they would say, "Yo, man, your father wouldn't want you here." And at the time of growing up in the 80s, the crack era, the drug era, there was a lot of drug guys, around, and they kind of protected me from any harm. I tell a story about a gentleman that just got out of jail. His sentence got reduced. He was serving, I think, 80, 90 years. And we were like in high school when he got this. So this was like around 86, 87, he got locked up. And he got out, and now he wrote a book. He's I want to call it a youth advisor to the kids in the neighborhood. And I went up to tell him one day, I'm happy you're out, for one. I'm happy that you're doing what you're doing. But he saved my life one night because I was at a party, and there were two different sides of town that were beefing, and they both was at the party. Me being naive to a lot of the gang life that was going on, he told me, he's like, "Mo, you need to get ready to go home." I'm like, well, I gotta go home. You know, I'm partying, and you know, they got the girls here, the music, everything, and he's like, nah, you need to go home right now. So something told me to listen to what he had to say. I got probably like 2 or 3 blocks away from the party, and all you hear is all these gunshots.
Mm.
And luckily, nobody, you know, got killed or anything, but it was a big fight and everything. And I could have been right in the middle of that, and something tragic could have happened to me. But I thank them for, you know, giving me that advice to go home.
Wow. That's impactful, and it just shows you, we all have our guardian angels and people out there that look out for us, and it's a beautiful thing because, like, I feel like your father, the impact that you have had on New Haven, it just continues on in terms of a legacy, and
Right.
like the torch has been passed.